Hey everyone. So I wanted to do a video about the mobile detailing business. I've detailed cars since I was about 14 years old, and it's something that I actually like to do. In December, what's the word I can say? Got fired, resigned, whatever you want to call it, right before Christmas. And luckily, I had enough money in the bank, to kind of figure out what I want to do and all this good stuff. So I decided probably a week ago, if that, yeah, probably about a week ago, to go into the mobile detailing business. And I didn't really know how much it was going to cost, was going in there blind. I didn't have a clue. And one of my friends was talking to me, and she wanted me to be like her handyman at some stores. And I'm like, wow, that sounds like a great idea. Perfect way to make money, you know? So as I kept thinking about it, she told me, well, why don't you do a LLC? And of course, I can't leave my really, really good friend Tina out of this either, because she told me the same thing. And, I kept thinking about, you know, should I do this? Shouldn't I? And believe it or not, last weekend I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try it. Now, I had some money in the bank, but nowhere near the cost of starting a business. So a lot of this stuff that I've done has went on credit cards. So that's already got me nervous. I'm sure everyone who would be in my shoes would be nervous. So last weekend I went out and bought a trailer, and I could have got a van or something like that, but I think I'd rather be mobile and not have everything cluttered up in a vehicle that I'm actually inside of, because who wants to be around car chemicals? Yeah, I don't. So I wanted to give you guys a brief tour of what I've done, a rough guesstimate of how much money I've spent, and maybe this will help other entrepreneurs that might be interested in getting in the business. Now, I've already applied for my LLC and everything is approved. I'm just waiting on the documents in the mail. But I will tell you this, I probably have 20 customers already. And this is all just by word of mouth, because I go to the pawn shops a lot. And the manager up there, just by word of mouth, because I went in there and he had an industrial car buffer. And I'm like, well, okay, I've already got one, but I'm going to go ahead and buy this one too. And he was asking me, about the purchase, this and that. And I told him what I was going to do. And believe it or not, he's like, dude, I got a Nissan that I really need to get cleaned up. He's like, how much do you charge? Told him how much I charge, this and that. And he's like, whenever you're ready. I would love to go and do the job now. That way I can pay down some of this debt. But I'm just going to wait till I get my license and do everything the right way. So I guess let's go ahead and show you my progress so far. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something on the kitchen table. I actually bought this. This is the POS, point of sale machine. The square stand, the card reader, all of that. I've already set myself up an account. So that's already ready to go. Now let's walk over here to the trailer. This is the trailer. It's nothing fancy. Although I did get red, so I can stand out. And I am waiting on the decals. I have a really good friend. She's working on those. I'm blessed to have her in my life. But here we go. This is the trailer. Now, it was completely empty when I got it. I had to do everything. I started off with painting the floor and throwing some polyurethane on there so it doesn't get all jacked up in case, water or whatever. But this is what I've done so far. Don't mind the light. That's not staying. It was ghetto rig this morning because, yes, I was working on this thing at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure my neighbors were extremely happy because I was sawing and cutting. Whatever. Anyway, I'll start you off from the back here. As you see, I got 2 garbage cans. These are strictly for towels. You know, I've actually labeled them because, you know, I'm bad at just throwing towels anywhere. This is going to be for my yellow towels, which is for waxing. Tires and interior, I got that marked orange. I do have some other colored towels, and I need to get another receptacle because I'm going to use that one as a trash can. All right. As you see, I've kind of went shopping with buffing pads, applicator pads. I do got basic cleaners, but you know what? Let me recircle that after I give you the tour. I bought these storage things at Home Depot, and I was kind of worried about how they were going to react in a trailer that's bouncing everywhere. Luckily, I actually secured them to the floor and to the wall, so they're not going anywhere. But this is what I have in this one. I even labeled these as well. You know, you got your orange for interior, yellow for waxing. This is for the final wax. And you got your white all-purpose towels down at the bottom. And that's the only thing that is going to go in that cabinet, period. And I put this in here because I got some, there's not very many in here, but it's kind of a catch-all at the moment. But I did buy some of these brushes that you put on a drill, you know, just in case you have some wheels that are really, really bad or whatnot. But I got like 4 of those in different shapes and sizes. And of course, you always got to have mitts. That's a definite. I also got, this is painter's tape. And the reason that I have this is for when you're waxing a car and you don't want to get too close to the trim, because if you've ever gotten waxed on trim, it's a nightmare to clean. So this is always good to have, just a FYI. And I even have, you know, just extra fuses or whatnot. You never know. I'm always going to be prepared than ill prepared. These are my totes. As you can see, this is extra spray bottles. These are my wax wheels for my buffer. And down here at the bottom, that one is full of car wash soap. Now, of course, I bought the car wash stuff by the case. And I actually have one here. And I also have some degreaser in the back. Get yourself a foam cannon. They are awesome. I got this one off of Amazon, and I actually tried it for the first time today, and it was absolutely amazing. Now, today I did go to a vendor, and I'm going to leave that very vague because I'm excited about it. And I'm not going to show you what it is, but I'll show you the bottle. This bottle was $60 for one, and I actually bought 2 of them. That is for tires and interior. And I'm here to tell you that stuff is phenomenal because I didn't fully detail my truck today, but I wanted to try the products before I go out there on the road and not know anything about the products. So I'm going to start buying all of my products from there. Actually, I'm going to go there Tuesday and actually get car wash formula. They sell a lot of engine degreaser and stuff like that because you don't want to use APC all-purpose cleaners in a car. You really want to stay away from that. Trust me, research it. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, finishing the little tour here. I do have, this is a steam cleaner. It's turned backwards, you know, so it don't bounce around and stuff. I do have another sander, another polisher right there, which I need to take that pad off. My wand for pressure washer. And I got a lighter in here because just never know. Might need that, you know, for a tall vehicle or whatever. Turning around this way, these are not staying here. I just put this bar up here in case, you know, I need to dry some towels or I can throw some stuff up there, you know, when I'm finished for the day. I thought it would come in kind of handy. That, and it was in my shed, and I thought, you know, what the heck. Don't look at my hose. It is all jacked up because it's a little cold outside and things don't roll up very well. So I'm just going to let it kind of just sit there. But it's a 100-foot hose, and it's, you know, it's the one that don't kink, which is a great thing. This water tank, however, that thing is a 65-gallon tank, and it was very expensive for a daggone water tank. But I do actually have it secured. The straps are on there because it did not actually come with the straps that are for that, unfortunately, because Tractor Supply didn't have them. So I just put on some straps. I got a wash rag behind both of them just in case. I just didn't want it to, you know, put a hole in the tank. But that tank ain't going anywhere. I actually put boards on the floor too, screwed those into the floor, and then put some D-hooks there and secured it. And I did the same thing in the back. Okay, moving on. Oh, I did get this. This is another cabinet. And the only thing that's in here right now is, of course, I got my wash, rinse, tire buckets. I do have another buffer, and there is actually vacuum attachments in here. This was on clearance at Walmart, and I've never even used it. It's always good to have because you never know what you're going to run into out there, along with, you know, zip ties. You just don't know. Brake cleaner, you just never know what obstacle you might face out there. And as you can tell, I actually secured these totes, you know, because when you're traveling, you got to make sure that everything is going to be secure. And I went the extra mile with this shelf. I actually got a stud there, a stud there. This thing is fully secured. It's not going anywhere. And the wood don't look the greatest because it was just wood that I had in my shed, which, hey, works out great. I do recommend, you never know. You just never know. So I made sure I had a fire extinguisher in here. You don't know what you're going to run into out there. You just never know. Did go out and buy a shop vac. I have a pressure washer, but I decided to go ahead and buy a new one. And yes, this looks kind of jacked up. And I really didn't want to use a bungee cord. I'm actually going to get a smaller strap, you know, for securement when I'm traveling. But this will suffice for now. At least it's not going to dance all the way up and down the floor when I'm driving. And I did get me I wanted to do like a pegboard, but you already know that stuff's going to fall. Gotta love it. But this is mainly just for brushes. This is actually a bottle brush for babies, but I'm gonna tell you, that is my best friend. It gets really in those hard to reach places, along with, you know, the good old fashioned tire brush. Although I do like this one a lot better. It works a lot better. I do got the tire foam applicators. I got more buffing pads. You never know. I actually bought too many of these because I was going to use them on the D-hooks when I secured things. But I decided not to use them. But I figured, what the hell, I'm going to leave them in here. So that's my setup for now. I know I'm missing a generator. It's actually on order, and I should have that by Tuesday. So I just got to find a home for that. Other than that, I do want to show you guys this product that I used on my truck. And it's been a little while since I've detailed my truck, probably about 3 hours. But I want you to look at the tires. The tires look absolutely amazing. And it's not going to splatter everywhere. So I just wanted to try the products out before, you know, I go out there and do my thing. And I actually did the products in here, which looks phenomenal. It's not too glossy, but there's no lint either. So absolutely love it. Love it. It's a really, really, really good product. And if any of you entrepreneurs are really thinking about going into mobile detail business, listen, take some words of advice. Get on YouTube and watch other people's videos. They are so helpful, extremely helpful. So, I mean, everybody may not go crazy like I did and actually buy a flipping trailer, but I'm here to make money, and I'm going to make money, and I'm going to be successful at this. Absolutely. I mean, as soon as I get done making this video, I'm going to go inside and have something to eat because I haven't ate all day. And I'm going to watch more YouTube videos because you think that you may know everything about car detailing, but in reality, you can always learn a little bit more. Absolutely. I was watching this one video. I know it's ammo detailing. They actually sell products and stuff, and I actually watched his hour-long video. Definitely YouTube it and see if you can find it. I'll see if I can find it and share it in the link of this video. It's an hour long, but he actually goes through, you know, the basics of car detailing. And I will tell you this, I'm so guilty of this. I've always washed my car with Dawn dish soap. Always. And until yesterday, I did not know that I shouldn't use that. And I should have, because Dawn is a degreaser. And if you put that on a vehicle, you know, if you had a really good wax job on it, yeah, I mean, think about it. I didn't even think about that kind of stuff. So there is a lot of things to think about and to educate yourself on how to properly detail a car. But I think that I am off to a good start. I think it's going to be wonderful. I just wish that I had my license in my hand and I could actually start doing it now. But anyway, I will go ahead and close this video for now. And like I said, if there's anybody out there that's wanting to do the same thing I'm doing, good luck. And I mean, I hope everything works out for me as well. I guess only time will tell. Determination is a hell of a thing, I'm here to tell you. So just stay determined, be vigilant, and you will be a success. Until then, I will holler at you guys later.